Welcome, Dark Warriors. This is Room Chapter 6, period 0 out of 28, 48 periods remaining till end of world. We are finally going to be getting our last Bracelets of Zoe. So we're going to transmutate one Holy Grail into a Bracelet of Zoe. You only need one Holy Grail to get the max amount of Golden Egg drops. Anyway, we're going to transmutate two of these Golden Eggs into Bracelets of Zoes. And now we can finally put Bracelets of Zoes on our entire team. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Divine item. We're going to be making a lot of items here. So, going to make two Elven Boots, two Valor Greaves, two Valor Gauntlets there. Going to make one Anointed Garb. We're going to make one Anointed Garland, one Divinity Garb, Valor Armor, Aerial Garland, Valor Helm. Okay, there. And now we're going to be giving those to all of our characters here. Just like that. And we're going to go back to Mistina and change that Ether Scepter to a Unicorn's Horn, because Unicorn's Horn do not break. I mean, Unicorn Horns do not break. So, just like that. Okay, now we're going to be starting our concentrations.
Please, I beg of you, sir. Please keep this a secret. No!
I see. That's how it is. So, how did you scam this one, my dear?
Before the battle begins, Magnus will perform a rite of blessing to bolster the troops' morale. This will be our only chance. Letitia, back me up. If this goes any further, the order of knights will be...
Okay, this private action... I mean, Einherjar cutscene. Private actions are from Star Ocean. My bad. This Einherjar cutscene is pretty interesting, to say the least. What are they doing in Milia's house? Please, I beg of you, sir. I often thought there was something different about you, but I was fooled by your extraordinary skill with the sword. Please, keep this a secret. Well then, at the very least, I would like to know your true name and why you wish to join the knighthood. Yes, sir. Okay, are we just gonna cut that part of the conversation out? I want to know why she joined the knighthood. Lately, I've been astonished by your progress, Jayle. Thank you, sir. You're far more skilled than any of those men. Even Arngrim? Sir, you promised you wouldn't. You promised you wouldn't praise me, gosh darn it! Whoops, sorry. You did it on purpose, silly. I apologize, sir. What's wrong? You are my captain. It is wrong of me to be so informal with you. Yeah. You should be more serious. Now you're just playing with me. Oh my god, she's a total flirt. Hey, hey, hey. It serves you right. Ha ha ha. She seems to be the one egging the conversation on, but I digress. Also, he's like 30 years older than her. I cannot forgive Magnus. But we must have some kind of excuse. Recently, we have been cleaning up the area around him. It is frustrating to be so close to him, yet unable to do anything at all, I know. For now, all we can do is wait. I feel as if perhaps I am just using you. If you weren't the leader of the knights, I would have paid you no mind. Okay? You must think me a deceitful woman. I mean, if you only looked at him because he was the leader, then it's kind of... I mean, it is kind of shallow. I mean, it is pretty deceitful. It's all right. I want you to stay with us. Did we really need a cut for the same exact room here? Before the battle begins, Magus will perform a rite of blessing to bolster the troops' morale. This will be our only chance. Is it true that Magus is a follower of some strange devil god? Yes, it is, but this will be the end of him. What? An invisible wall blocks us. You can't even get past that. There she is! Yes, it's Genevieve! Hi, Genevieve. I think her name is JD Wallace in Japanese. Which is interesting. What? Why does my spell of bewitchment not work? My bad. Stuttered there. I think you can see Jill's eye color in the sprite there. Magus, you! What have you done to them? You are one of Fawn's underlings. I see. So that is why. What is the meaning of this? How is that a woman has joined the Brotherhood of Knights? In quotation marks. Jill's like, what? How'd you figure this out? How wickedly clever of you, Fawn. A woman disguised as a man. Is she really disguised? I mean, let's be real here. I thought you a stupid soldier, but now I see. When I first watched this cutscene, I was actually so confused because it did not come across at all that this person was trying to disguise themselves as a man to me. So I was like really confused. Oh, how cute you are. However, you are a wicked woman. You use men. You use them. But it is only a way of hiding your true feelings. Ah, look at this Genevieve portrait. She looks like a total badass. Poor girl. You are unable to know what lies in your own heart. What? But be silent, monster. Oh, monster, you say. And I was only trying to express your true feelings for you. Wait, I was only trying to express your true feelings for you? Okay. I was trying to be Cupid for your benefit. You, I swear, I will slice you in half. There she comes. What? Battle Maiden Valkyrie. How? What a foul Cupid you would make. I mean, Valkyrie, you're one to talk. I mean, let's be real here. Ah, Valkyrie, it has been ages. But was your armor light blue then? Or was it black? I don't believe it was pale blue. That's an interesting piece of dialogue right there. Well, it's really all the same anyway. That is enough talk from you. The undead should remain silent. I mean, ever silent. Valkyrie, why are you so prejudiced?
Come to me, Dark Warrior.
Okay.
Battle awaits us.
No mercy.
This is kind of interesting because this is the only Einherjar cutscene in the game with a boss fight in the middle of it. And it's a pretty easy boss fight too, so... Contaminate energy. And it does no damage because we have the proper defenses. Yeah, there's that boss fight. She has like no health. I swear the reason why that boss fight is so easy is because this cutscene has been so long leading up to this point, and the devs were like, well, if this boss fight's hard, then they're gonna have to re-watch the cutscene over and over again, and we can't just make cutscenes skippable. Oh boy, undead thing, return to the grave that spawned thee. Humph. I believe you should be more concerned about what is happening behind you. What the? Dipan, wake up. Please wake up. Oh no, I cared so much about their dynamic. You have not the power to control me. You should carry the burden of all this on your fragile shoulders. We shall meet again, Lady Goddess. Genevieve's by far the best part of this cutscene. Grr. Valkyrie's like, no, an undead got away. I will hunt them down. What the? How did I? What's going on? Letitia, hold on. Thank goodness you're okay. I really, the way I feel about you. Don't die, hold on. Please. Please. I want you to win. And now I'm dead. Letitia. Magus, you. Okay, there's that Einherjar cutscene. Say hi to Jayle. Trice loves their age gap relationships. Like, I swear every single Trice game I've played has an age gap relationship in it somewhere. In fact, the main relationship in the very first Trice game, so Star Ocean, that was a 23-year-old woman getting with a guy in his 50s. Ilya and Ronix for life. Anyway. Also, Jayle, I'm not sure how I feel about this character's story. It's just, like, okay, she's portrayed as being strong-willed, I guess, but she enters the knighthood so she can seek revenge against someone, but then she completely loses track of that mission and her morality because she just loves the 50-year-old knight captain so much. And she can't help but flirt with him. I don't know. Anyway, my favorite thing about this character is her idle animation. I love how she jumps up and down. She has like a lot of personality in battle, so that's kind of cool. Her attacks have a really hard time hitting flying enemies, which is not that big of a deal, since most of the flying enemies are on disc 1 anyway. And this is a disc 2 character. And magic should be used first in a battle, and magic will knock the enemy to the ground. So her inability to hit flying enemies is not that big of a deal. Her special attack is also pretty nice. It adds a lot of hits to the bar, so it can make special attacks that come after it in a sequence a lot more powerful. So if you pair her up with June, her and June's special attacks can add a ton of hits to the bar, thus charging up the 4th special attack by a lot, whatever that 4th special attack may be. So this character, you know, she's not that bad in the grand scheme of things, I guess. I really wish her battle sprite had the same coloring as her portrait. I think it'd be really cool to have it on Einherjar with purple armor, a blue headband, and green hair. That'd be a pretty cool looking Einherjar. And she vaguely resembles Ilya from Star Ocean in my opinion, and Ilya is one of my favorite characters in that game, so that's another thing I like about Jayle. Okay, I have no idea what this could be. I don't remember what spawns in Chapter 6, what dungeons. Sunken Shrine? Yeah, Sunken Shrine. That's a good one. I really like that dungeon. I don't know if it's a fan favorite, though.
Oh, perfect. Greg, do you have a minute? Is it any good? I just wanted to try out the recipe.
Am I your guinea pig?
No, you're I mean...
I can't get over how thick-headed this guy is.
It is quite fine.
Really?
Indeed.
Then, well, do you think I'll make a good bride? Oh, what am I saying?
That's one of my favorites. I love that one. Oh, they're so awkward. I love them. This is one of my favorite characters personally. And we have to go back to Arcane Ruins to get them. That's kind of interesting. Oh, Celia.
Are you just a blade of grass carried on the wind?
That sounds like Arngrim.
I think I'm more like a willow tree.
Ha! As if!
Will I be able to defeat Grey alone?
There's no going back now, is there?
You've come this far and now you want to go home?
That's not it. I know we can't.
Yeah, well, I gave up all hope of that a long time ago.
Aw, poor Celia. Kashel, Bartos, Rolf, Aelia. I know two of those people. How did it come to this? What did she do? I thought we were all friends. I thought the journey would end, that we'd all be happy. There she goes, into Arcane Ruins, defiantly. Oh, she must be powerful. She made it all the way to the boss room, all by herself? Wow. Grey! I finally found you. Celia. I cannot forgive you. You're the one responsible for everything. Kashel, Aelia, everyone dead. Everything went mad on that day. The day Lemia died. Aren't you going to say something? I love her. I love Celia. Look at how defiant she is. I headcanon that Celia is actually very, very strong. And that is partially why she is able to survive for so long. Please say something. Tell me you didn't kill Lemia. I can't kill you. Because then I really would be all alone. Forgive me. Grey? No, this isn't happening. No!
You have
lost your body and exist only through the ritual of soul transfer.
I am not worthy to be chosen by you.
Human, you have indeed defiled souls, blasphemed against the gods. One who has acted as a sacrifice for the soul transfer cannot be saved through the same means.
So there was nothing I could do after all. I am worthless. I must be judged. I must atone.
Become then as a blade for the gods to wield. Therein lies your path to salvation.
Yes, Gray. I love this character. In my opinion, this might be the most underrated character in terms of pure combat ability. I feel like a lot of people who play this game thinks that this is a bad character. Okay, no, this is not a bad character by any stretch of the imagination. This is actually a really good character. Everyone thinks he's bad because he has bad stats and a bad special attack. But they ignore that he's a sword user so he can wield instant killing weapons. They ignore that his attacks juggle enemies really well. His attacks are also completely unblockable, just like mage attacks are. So this is the only character who can use Dragon Slayers and Beast Slayers without needing the help of a mage to break the guard first. So if you're in a position where a mage cannot attack and you need to get a guard broken, this character is so good for that purpose. He's a lot like Lucian in that he's extremely reliable. Now I can explain the story that is overarching all these characters. And the characters in question are Aelia, Celia, Gray, Cashel, and Arngrim and Laufer if you want to lump them in two. So remember how Cashel's description said that he was looking for someone to fight. That someone was Gray. Remember how Aelia's concentration sounded like her, Celia, and Cashel were confronting someone.
Everyone wait! It wasn't you, Gray, was it? It can't be. You're...
It was I who did it.
And Aelia said that she can't die yet because she almost found who they were looking for.
After I finally found out where he was?
They were confronting Gray, and Gray's concentration sounded like he was doing a pretty poor job at communicating with a girl who seemed to have feelings for him.
I just wanted to try out the recipe.
Am I your guinea pig?
No, you're, I mean...
I can't get over how thick-headed this guy is.
So here's what happened. Gray, Lemia, Celia, Aelia, and Cashel all used to be close adventurers in the knighthood, but one day tragedy struck when Gray got killed. Lemia, who we never see, was by Gray's side as he died. But Lemia loves Gray, so she used soul transfer to save Gray, thus killing herself in turn. Gray blamed himself for her death, and he told all of his friends in the knighthood that he was the one who killed Lemia.
It was I who did it.
Thus Cashel, Celia, and Aelia formed a pact so they could seek revenge on their old friend Gray. And Gray never had it in his heart to not blame himself for Lemia's demise, and his friends never learned the truth. So that is Gray, one of my favorite backstories in the entire game. He also has one of the most poetic descriptions of any Einherjar. Nothing is known about this man of mystery. After being saved by Lemia according to the ritual of soul transfer, he tried to save her by the same law, but his prayers went unanswered and his soul was set free. But his prayers went unanswered, and his soul was set free. That line right there, one of my favorite lines of text in this game. Right there. Now it's time to do another concentration. This has to be a cave of oblivion. It has to be. I don't know what else it could be. Appearing in chapter 6. Yeah, a cave of oblivion right there.
Who the hell are you? In my whole life, ain't nothing good ever happened to me.
This is a variety of cactus. It blooms only one night a month, and only for a few hours.
Who is it? Who's calling me? Wait! Hold up a second. I got it!
Alright. This is another one of my favorite cutscenes in the game. This one, I don't know why I like it so much. I think I just like the atmosphere of it a lot. All this, it all happened because of what I did. What? Who the hell are you? You seem confused, Badrach. There you are. You went too far. Damn. Hey, what about your job? Job? You think I don't know what I'm doing? Don't ever wake me up at this godforsaken hour again. What are you doing? Go on out and get some sunshine, or you'll turn to a mushroom. Besides, you lazy bum, I've got cleaning to do. Bah, humbug. Okay, you old stick in the mud. He's like, fine. I'm out now. Times like this, it don't feel like there's a war going on at all. Yeah, kinda like his attitude. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, you! Have you seen the flower that's grown in front of the house? Flower? You mean this ugly old green thing? Oh, yeah. I was planning to ask you. When the heck is this thing ever gonna bloom? I don't think it'll ever happen. This is a variety of cactus. Huh? Cactus? It blooms only one night a month, and only for a few hours. You won't see it if you're sleeping, but on the other hand, if you make a wish when the flowers bloom, it will come true. Oh, interesting. That's a lot like Yume's cutscene. She wanted to make a wish too. Oh, I get it. So all these cutscenes, maybe they're all related somehow. Maybe they're all coming full circle. That's why you're taking care of this piece of junk, eh? Piece of junk? You want money that bad? You fool! I'm praying that this horrible war will be over soon. What a bunch of fools. Yet Badrach's unbothered by the war. Because he don't have a soul. Well, I'm bushed. I'm going to sleep. Why you? Or maybe he does have a soul. Somewhere deep down in his subconscious, in that broken psyche, somewhere there's a heart inside him. Maybe, I don't know. I need me a job that'll pay up quick. You know where this is, don't you? Yeah, I know. You want a finder's fee, right? This is the territory of the world-famous Vilnor Thieves Guild. None dare defy us. Come back again tomorrow. We'll talk again. Yeah, sure. See you tomorrow. That's for the mission where he delivers the package with Arngrim at the start of the game. Also, it's the girl with the green hair again. Damn them, useless thieves guild and their commissions. I'll work on my own. Screw them. Man. I can't believe this shit. This blows. I can't die yet. Can't help but feel bad for him. He hasn't done a single good thing in his life, but you know, maybe that in and of itself is reason to have pity on him. If this is what's gonna happen, it's a good thing I'm getting out of here. Wow, he's like, I'm such a bad person, so maybe it's a good thing I'm leaving. It hurts. Somebody help me. Wow, he's taking his death poorly. He is not handling his death as well as any of the other Einherjar. No. It's getting dark. Damn. He does not want to go gentle into that good night. No, he does not. In my whole life, ain't nothing good ever happened to me. I don't want to die. It hurts. Help. Who is it? Who's calling me? Really can't help but feel bad for him. What? It gives the impression that life dealt him a very bad hand. And he's a bad person because of his life, not because of who he is, no. Am I alive? Am I dead? You can't be. You're a Valkyrie. Is this for real? I'm right, ain't I? I'm gonna be, what do you call it? One of those warriors of Valhalla, right? Einherjar is too big of a word for him. Yahoo! You are mistaken. Huh? But aren't you a Valkyrie? Ain't it your job to take the dead to the afterlife? Yes, it is true. However, do not misunderstand. Try to remember the things you've done in your life. I'm a judge of men's souls, and you will find me a harsh judge. So then what's gonna happen? What are you gonna do about me? Hey! It is not the All-Father Odin who has petitioned for your soul, but Hel, goddess of Niflheim. Oh no. She wishes you to writhe in torment for all of eternity. What, wait! Hold up a second here. I should at least have a chance, shouldn't I? I don't want to die. Oh, I am dead. I mean, I don't want to go to Niflheim. Anyway, let me think. It's not like everything I did in my life was bad, I think. Speak, then. I am not a death goddess. I love this. I love how Valkyrie's like, you know what? Fine, explain yourself. Did you do a single thing in your life to make you worthy of redemption?
Yeah, let me think here. Oh, yeah, I got it. I got something here. There was this old geezer. I mean, this old man.
And what did you do to him? I robbed and murdered him. Surely that is reason enough for you to go to Niflheim.
No, that wasn't it. Just let me think here.
I hope you like my Badrach voice. I assisted a kidnapping. How about that? Are you talking about Jayle at the very start of the game? I mean, he didn't mean to assist in it. That was more of an accident. I spied on my country. And that's what I think about Badrach. I think life dealt him a very bad hand. You know, maybe he never had the chance to do something good. I fenced stolen goods. I sold women into slavery. You are truly pathetic. Yeah, this guy's a piece of trash. No. Wait a minute. Human, it is time for us to part. Wait, hold up a second. This is a waste of time.
This is a variety of cactus. It blooms only one night a month, and only for a few hours. If you make a wish when the flowers bloom, it will come true.
Had to have been, let's see, 3-4 years ago. I don't remember too well, but I think so. I was working in Vilnor. Hold on, don't rush me here. What was I doing? It wasn't nothing that bad. I was working, security, like an escort, you know? For who, you say? They were, slave traders. Oh, come on, don't give me that look. It gets better, okay? Hear me out. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Kind of an embarrassing story, really. It was a crappy old town. No shortage of those up north. Well, up in places like that, especially in Vilnor, sometimes the townsfolk gotta sell their daughters just to eat. Anyway, I got hired to escort a bunch of slavers, and there was this little 7-year-old girl there. A typical village rat, like you see everywhere. I forget her name. Anyway, for some reason, she took a shine to me. It's a sad story. You know where it's going, don't you? No? I gotta tell you? Well, these slavers are total thieves, and they only paid me half of what they promised. And on top of that, they didn't tell me how dangerous their route was. So I said to hell with the job. Of course, I didn't get paid neither. Anyway, before I left, I took that little girl away with me. She had no idea what was going on. Kept asking me about her brother and all. I only saved her to piss off the slavers, but what a pain in the butt she was. I told her it was my house, and she believed me. Even though it had a big old cross and everything. Maybe I should have told you I saved her and took her all the way to the orphanage because I felt sorry for her.
So, even a man who lives in darkness can bloom for one fleeting moment.
I bet Badrach's like, wait, that works? A man your age should not be crying. Well, are you coming or not? Huh? I'm coming! I'm definitely coming! The way this scene ends always gets to me. Yeah, she just walks in on him. Or walks out on him, because outdoors. Okay, Badrach. I love that. I love how Valkyrie's like, okay, whatever. Come along, fine, whatever. So, Badrach, I don't care what anybody says, I love Badrach as a character. Just, I don't know what it is. That cutscene, I just really like that cutscene. He's also a really, really good support character. We're heading to Camille Village right now because he has an item here. What are you bringing me to a place like this for, anyway? Someone's here. Hey, what are you gonna do with me? Are you the chaplain? Well, you see... Well, anyway. Please wait, can I give this to you? You remembered me. I see. You're not a person either, but people are bad, ain't they? Hand-woven bandana. That is the only hand-woven bandana in the entire game. That's so sweet. She remembered him. And he seemed like he was genuinely, you know, it seemed like it actually touched him in his heart a little bit that she remembered him. That's probably the only time in his entire life anyone has ever shown any sort of a good nature towards him at all. Right there. Skill value 6? Jesus Christ. Alright, where are you? Oh my god, where are you? Oh, okay, there you are. Jesus Christ. I was about to say, did he just not spawn in my inventory? Badrach has the most hits in the game, so he can fill up the hit bar the most out of any character in battle. So he can give characters extremely powerful special attacks. Because the strength of special attacks partially depends on how high the hit number gets in battle. So that's really nice about this character. But he is one of, if not the weakest character. As in, he does not do much damage to enemies. But his ability to make a ton of gems in battle, and the number of hits he adds to the bar, is, in my opinion, more than enough to make up for it, so he has a lot of strengths to counteract his weaknesses. Also, I love how, despite the fact that Badrach comes off as poorly spoken and maybe uneducated, he does seem to have a lot of worldly knowledge gathered from all of his life experiences. So he knew that Lombert was a Vilnor spy. He knew that Camille Village would be a good place to take that girl. And despite the fact that he clearly doesn't seem to like working all that much, he still does, for what it's worth, he does seem good at what he does. And I don't know, I just think he's an interesting guy, I really do. So yeah, Badrach, he's alright, okay? He gets my seal of approval, even if he's not the most liked character. I like him. And that's all that matters to me. And I don't know what this could possibly be. It can't be a cave of Oblivion because we already got one of those. Lost City of Dipan? Lost City of Dipan, that's what I'm talking about. That's a fan favorite. And we will learn why it's a fan favorite once we go there, but first, let's do Sunken Shrine. A shrine on the lakeshore in the Vilnor region. Foul fumes from rotting meat permeates the shrine. Excuse me, while spray from an artificial pool saturates everything nearby. On the far side of the pool, there must surely be some sort of powerful undead at work. I had something in my throat while reading that or something. Alright, so from that description, you'd think this dungeon would be gross or ugly, but no, this is one of the most beautiful dungeons in the entire game. A lot of really cool small details in this dungeon from an artistic standpoint. So see how the water here reflects on the pillars in the background? That is very beautiful. And then you can see the light rays shine down the water here, and they're like animated too. Very, very beautiful. You can see little air bubbles come out of every enemy in this dungeon, including Valkyrie, like Sonic the Hedgehog. I love that a lot. Also, this dungeon's gimmick is also really cool. This dungeon has the same gimmick as the water temple from Ocarina of Time. I swear the devs were heavily inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog and Ocarina of Time when making this game. Like they had to be. We even saw the Sheikah symbols back in Arcane Ruins. It was like the same symbol. Embarrassingly enough, I could not remember the name of the Sheikah symbol when I was doing Arcane Ruins, so I just called it the symbol that was on Sheik. But yeah, this dungeon, like I swear this dungeon has to be inspired by the Water Temple. It has like the same exact gimmick. Also, the devs had to have been inspired by Castlevania or Metroid or Mario because it's kind of like the same setup where you got points on a map that you can enter and the levels get progressively more complex throughout the game. And in these levels, you have a bunch of platforming challenges and secrets to find. So yeah, I think this game takes great inspiration from Zelda, Metroid, Castlevania, and possibly even Kirby and Sonic. Very charming cutscene there. I love how you can feel the waves in the rumble of the controller during that cutscene. And here is confusion and oh my gosh. All the controls are reversed now. Okay, Sacred Javelin. Also, this is just a cool looking dungeon. Like look at this room. I don't know, just something about the architecture, something about everything. Like you can tell the developers really like made sure this was a really detailed, nice looking dungeon. Like you see the little steps here, and you can see all the engravings on the wall all throughout this entire dungeon. Look at how intricate the background looks. This is a very, very beautiful dungeon. So get that Sacred Javelin to get back down here. Movement in this dungeon is really, really slow. We had to pull that pillar back because I mean this door back, it's not really a pillar. We had to pull that back because if we didn't, then it would have been blocking this pathway right here. We need to smack this twice. Is that the dragon orb? No. Alright, so there, and then, yeah, one more time. There we have it. Like, check it out. That's like the water temple right there. A water temple gimmick. We rose that platform, or risen it. And no, don't run away from that. If you get hit by that, it like bounces you out of the room. Dark, very nice. So we rose that platform, and then that will open up the next doorway for us. Here we get another cutscene. And no rumble in that one. Alright, so you see this here? We can control which level this goes to with that ball at the bottom. The dragon orb, nah. Angel Curio, that revives you when you die. And I'm pretty sure you can transmutate those in the divine menu, so kind of useless because we can just get them easily. Also, this is a cool room. You can see in the background these mermaid statues. And they look like 3D renders. Like, it looks like they took a 3D render and they downscaled it and they put it there. Very beautiful dungeon, very nice looking. And then we have to go all the way back down. And then we gotta do this water temple gimmick again. Like straight out of Ocarina of Time, where we like lower the water level. One more time. See, now the platform is right there, so the water's lower, and now we can enter the other pathway. That's right, just like the temple in Ocarina of Time. It had to be inspired by Ocarina of Time. I don't see how it could not be. I mean, come on. Gotta push this back in. Nope, there we go. And we can just skip that cutscene. Alright, now down. Right, because, like, in Ocarina of Time, the water temple had a room just like this. Where you had a pillar in the middle of the temple that allowed you to go to 3 different layers of the temple in Ocarina of Time. So that's cool. I like how this dungeon is like a reference to the water temple. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Also, this is a cool little room here. They got these upside down hanging statues here. Pretty cool. Lapis Lazuli there. Okay, for this, gotta break a crystal. And now this is unique right here. Gotta take a crystal and then you gotta, like, put it, like, right there. And then it hits a button. And then that button will open that door. We got another chest. Prismatic Missile. Alright, now let's get Audi 5000. Also, I like how when Valkyrie goes in and out of the water, you can see the water make a little splash effect. You can see it bounce. Okay, this part is kinda cool. I mean, it is cool, but it's tricky, so needs to hit that. This is a harder version of what we saw back in Camille Village. Okay, there we go. And of course, the backgrounds are still ever detailed. Okay, this is a part that I really overcomplicated when I first played. So when I first played this game, I thought you had to make a bridge. So I broke like a ton of crystals, and I made a crystal bridge all across this water here, and I crossed the bridge like that. No. Okay, no. No, that is not how you need to do that. So a much, much easier way to do what I did on my first playthrough is to just come all the way to the left side here and then drop a crystal here and then jump on the crystal. So like that. That is a much, much easier way to do that. I wish I did that on my first playthrough. And now this part, yeah, this part. We need 2 crystals here and not there. That's like too close to the water. Nope, I bounced myself back by accident. Get back in there, Valkyrie. Okay. So there, and then... Alright. So there's 1 crystal. We can put that one right there. You gotta press the buttons of them. And then... that crystal right there. And then that can go there. There we go, I heard the door open. And now I gotta mash the jump button. Go, 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 go. If you're too slow there, you'll have to retry. Because those things close faster than they seem, so... Okay, you cannot jump out of this water, so you gotta... There we go, get this like that, and nope, okay. And then, oh my gosh. There we go, just barely enough room to pick up that chest. And we have this, we have another intricate little design on the wall there. This is a very cool dungeon. If you play normal mode, also, Flame Jewel, get that! Okay. All of these details in this dungeon, it's one of the most detailed dungeons in the game. All of it will be missing if you don't play on hard mode. Because on normal mode, this dungeon just doesn't exist. So yeah, hard mode is definitely the way to play. Okay, now this part, this is one of the trickiest crystal puzzles in the game right here, so gotta make a big crystal there, and then that will bounce off. No. Too far away. Too much to the left, so how about there? Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then one more time. Okay, come on. Oh, no. Missing one. The button at the very top is not activated yet. I gotta... Would that work? No. Okay. This part can be tricky. This part can be really tricky. Get it. Okay, there we go. 60,000 event EXP right there. Also, I love how you can hear the waves in the background. Also, in this previous room here, you can actually hear this room as you approach it. So when I'm all the way over here, the waves are a lot quieter, except I can vaguely hear them in the right speaker. And then, as I approach the waterfall in this room becomes louder. And now, once I enter the room, it's in both headphones. Because there's a waterfall in the background. Very cool there. Also, this is cool. Like, look at the background here. Look at how that background moves. There's like a pathway in the wall there. And you can see how it sways as you run by it. So there's like depth there. It's like a pop-up book. Very, very cool. Alright, so we can save. Because if I recall, this boss fight is pretty difficult, so... And I'm just joking, this boss fight's not particularly difficult at all. This is one of the few boss fights that has voice acting, which is pretty interesting. And if I recall, it also has a unique theme. 55,000 days, that is how long it has been. I've waited all this time. 2 exclamation points there. Undead counting the passage of time. Don't make me laugh. You still have human traits, creature. Human, you say. I have passed far beyond the realm of such small-minded, short-lived fools. You shall pay for the sins you have waged. In the name of Lord Odin, I shall sanction thee. I mean, can you laugh?
Come to me, Dark Warrior.
I digress. Yeah, see that? I mean, hear that? This is a unique theme, and the Wraith just said something there. I have no idea what it said. Anyway, Holy Water of Mithra.
It is inconceivable. I have fallen. No!
Well, at least now it's
What did the Wraith say there? Who knows? Who knows? Also, what did Mistina even say there? She said it way too quietly for me to hear. Anyway. Reflect armor. This is very, very good. Like, yes, it's very high defense, but I think it also gets rid of holy damage by 90%, which is so nice. Slashing Sword Farewell. This is kinda nice. It does 3 attacks, which is good always. It's always good to have all 3 attacks available to you. But I also thinks it becomes more powerful the more you use it, which is nice. So each time you hit the enemy, it becomes 5% more powerful each time you hit the enemy. Tear of the Cosmos. This is nice. This can be turned into another Holy Water of Mithra, since we just lost the Holy Water of Mithra there. I like that little fountain in the back there. So yeah, there is this dungeon, one of the most beautiful dungeons in my opinion. I love all the details. I wish you could still hear the waterfall in the background there, but you could not for some reason. Also, I'm going to do that thing I like to do where I look at the map. So, there's this dungeon. There's the whole map there. This one's pretty large, actually. This is a pretty big dungeon we got going on. And there's only one save point in this entire dungeon. It would be pretty nice if they, I don't know, like hit a save point in that room right there. I don't know. More save points in this game would be nice. Also, this dungeon on a CRT. Oh, it's beautiful. This game on a CRT is one of the most beautiful games ever made. I swear to God it is. Also, anyone who's a fan of the aesthetic of this game needs to play Star Ocean 2, because Star Ocean 2 has a very similar aesthetic to this game. It's not exactly the same, but it's made by the same developers and has a lot of beautiful character art and pre-rendered backgrounds, just like this game. So if you're liking how this dungeon looks, then Star Ocean 2 is the next step. Star Ocean 2 is the next game to go and look at. So yeah, there is this dungeon. Very beautiful dungeon. Got a tricky ladder here. And I swear it has to be inspired by Ocarina of Time. Like, it has to be. This dungeon has like the same exact gimmicks as that dungeon. It even has like a pillar in the middle of the dungeon, just like the one in Ocarina of Time, where you can go to 3 different levels of the dungeon. So, also this is a cutscene for the other door opening. So there you have. Also, I love this gear thing here. See, look at that. That's charming. You can see the gears move on this. It like cuts to a pre-rendered video in the background, and that's how it shows the gears moving there. Very, very cool. Also, we got the other Dark from this dungeon, so we can use Dark there. And since that boss fight leveled up all of our characters, we can use Dark. There we go. And then Arngrim, Dark setup. There we go. Dark is by far the best thing here. It is better than Scarlet Edge, Charge, Strike Edge, and Trick Step. So there you have it, and there you have it. We have Dark and Reverie. Nice. Reverie gives us an after image of ourselves, so we can do twice as much damage. Actually, not that much damage, but we can do a lot more damage to enemies with Reverie. And then Dark lets us go behind the enemy, which is very nice. So yeah, very useful dungeon. A lot of good items. Easy boss fight. Now let's get out of here. And before we go on to the Lost City of Dipan, we definitely gotta save, because the Lost City of Dipan can be pretty tricky. Also, I like the Lost Cities of Dipan's location. It's like all the way in the corner. This dungeon is one of the most iconic dungeons. Well, not iconic, because let's be real here, this game is not popular enough to be iconic, but in the world of Valkyrie Profile, this place is iconic, okay? Anyway, there is going to be some minor menuing here. We just want to give Lorenta a staff that doesn't break. Holy Wand Adventia is the most powerful staff we have at the moment, besides the Unicorn's Horn that does not break. It has a much worse special attack, though, that specific staff. Lost City of Dipan. All that remains of a once great and prosperous kingdom. A palpable sense of loss and regret suffices this city, which was destroyed by some unknown assailant. This negative psychic energy has called forth the undead. Their souls must be set free quickly. I like to imagine that Valkyrie said that very last sentence there herself. Oh, so these are the fruits of the beloved land that I served all these years? What has happened to the people who loved me, honored me? What has happened? Grr, wah! Dallas Jean Walther. You were my closest advisors, where are you now? No matter what I attain, if I am alone, it is but meaningless. What shall I do? I have arrived. Humph. You are the servant of Satan, the evil one, Valkyrie. Those cruel eyes, cold as stone. I will never forget them. You're the one who destroyed our kingdom. Valkyrie's like, what? I do not mean to disrespect the dead by arguing with them, but neither do I intend to apologize for something I have no memory of. I have no meaning to disrespect the dead by arguing with them. Valkyrie, you love disrespecting the dead. That's like your favorite thing to do. What do you mean? Do not seek to deceive me. In the name of those you slaughtered, I strike thee down. A giant metal husk with no head. Malice Grudge. Curse! That's the worst possible thing he can start the battle with. That is actually the worst thing you can start the battle with, because now I can't do special attacks. Ah, God. Okay. If he doesn't do that, then you just want to throw a bunch of special attacks at him, then he should die in one round, but I can't do that, so I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. So there, and then Mistina. I mean Lorenta. This is why you don't want a staff that can break. It's because there's a good chance you won't even be able to end the battle with Lorenta, so... Also, look at the charge turn from Mystic Cross. Mystic Cross is a very, very expensive spell. There we go, there's Dark working. Got behind the enemy there, nice. And Guard Reinforce, that's no fun. No, that is not fun. Okay, there we go, we're doing good damage. We're taking away, like, an eighth of his health each round, so... Our Elixir. Okay, now we can finally use our special attacks, so... After this round, Mistina should be charged up. Unless this kills everybody. This might kill Mistina, and then she won't be able to go. Calamity Blast. This is one of the most powerful special attacks. This one hits a lot. This one hits like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, this one hits a lot for a lot of damage. Guts it. Guts! Okay, Arngrim. You stupid idiot! Get back here! Trying to hide away in his Pokeball. Alright. Now... Okay, if Mistina doesn't get cursed, then we should be able to do insane damage. Nope. Oh, I got cursed again. Okay. We have just Mistina and Arngrim here now. Alright, never mind. No more insane damage. I was about to say, we could unleash insane damage if he didn't do that, but oh well. Okay. Creatures are cursed again. I can only use Arngrim at the moment. The chance of him doing curse is pretty low. So I'm getting some pretty bad RNG here. He did it twice. And Mistina hasn't been able to go at all. Ideally, you want her to use her Mystic Cross special attack during the third chain in a special attack sequence, and then that'll kill him. But he hasn't. But Mistina hasn't been able to go at all. All right. And all right, this special attack chain should kill him. I'm gonna stop giving commentary because if I recall, Barbarossa actually says things in the battle, somewhat important things too.
Surely you realize...
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike. I love a good fight.
I am the king. Had I been in my original body, you would never have defeated me.
Had I been in my original body, you would never have defeated me. Remember that line, Valkyrie Profile 2. Arrgh, this pain is nothing compared to that felt by the people in the mages. I cannot die. I do like that about Barbarossa. He does seem to have a deep passion for his people. Guts. Okay, thank God. Usually, your characters should be able to just block that attack. But nah, I'm getting really bad RNG here. Okay, all of our characters can special attack right now. This is how the first battle should have gone. So, Valkyrie, Arngrim, Lorenta, and then Mistina. The reason why we gave Lorenta... I mean, the other reason why we gave Lorenta a staff that doesn't break is because this battle is an exception where weapons can still break even if they end the battle. This is because Barbarossa doesn't die. Technically, he doesn't die, so weapons will still break whether or not you win the battle with them. There we go, that's a good way to show off that battle. I did one battle, I did the first battle getting really bad RNG and doing it pretty sloppily, so that's what it looks like when the battle goes poorly. And this is what it looks like when the battle goes well. So Mistina's gonna do insane damage because she's the 4th special attack in the sequence, and the bar was filled up by 46 hits.
Fate'll be the same.
I am the king. Had I been in my original body, you would never have defeated me.
And he says the same thing there as he did the first battle. He's like, no, I'm back. Impossible, none can destroy me. I will become a soul uncompensated, and I shall save the lost souls of the people and return them to their glory. Ah, now I see. Since your vindictive thoughts which bind you to this place, even though I tell you all's over. Your opinion, I do not wish to hear it. That's kind of an amusing line. It is not over. The pursuit of perfection has no end. To save him, we must cut the chains of attachment which bind here. But the question is how? Okay, do not reapproach Barbarossa, because you will enter another battle with him. And it's the exact same as the other 2 battles, and you cannot run from him at all. And as my first encounter with him demonstrated, he can be pretty tricky. The undead have been summoned. This is a sign of neglect! That's another pretty amusing line. Okay, this first stage of the dungeon is pretty short here. We just gotta run to the basement here. One of the coolest looking areas in the game. I've always loved old ruinous castle aesthetics. And we're running through this dilapidated old battle-worn castle. It gives you a sign of what King Barbarossa lost and why he is so passionate towards his people. He's like, no, I did this. This is the time mechanism. What is it? I realized something interesting. Something interesting. If we can do it right, we can send that loathsome dog beyond the reaches of time. I see. As usual, your methods are sublime. Ha. Ha 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 ho ho. What? This mechanism is still alive. Oh, it's still working. Oh my god, my ears! This must not be! You are even stupider than I thought, woman. I mean, stupider isn't a very intelligent word. It's in and of itself, but I digress. So after all, that's all you can do. If I can control the flow of time, defeating the Azer will be child's play. The Azer? That's exactly right. Those creatures are not yet advanced enough to be able to participate in the divine providence. The divine providence. Huh. Everything looks slightly different. I like that hourglass right there. I wonder if we were to wait there for a very long time, we could actually see that hourglass empty itself. Yeah, I doubt it. The castle, it's... Whoa! It looks like we arrived before whatever took place here. Also, this is one of the most detailed locations in the game. Like, I love how if you look in the backgrounds and look at the walls there, you can see, like, portraits everywhere. There's so many portraits all throughout this dungeon. I love that flame in the back, how it's animated. There's, like, a mirror there. No, wait, that's not a mirror. That's actually just the background. Okay. Oh my god, what happened here? Oh my gosh. So, if we really want to, we can run all throughout this dungeon and see how it looks now. Because this is some pretty beautiful scenery, so you can see this here. Like, yeah, look at all the portraits. You got, like, angel portraits on the wall up there. Maybe they're paintings. You got these statues here. This is a very beautiful, very detailed location. But there is nothing at all in this entire dungeon. There are no items. There's nothing. If we use an Eye of Heaven, we can see the map in its full glory here. Yeah, look at how big this place is. There are no items anywhere. There's no enemy encounters. There's no nothing. So there's really no point in exploring it in its full glory here. Unless you really, really, really want to see you know, all of the art. This almost looks like the chair that Odin was sitting in at the very start of the game, so I wonder if there's some sort of connection there. I wonder if there's some parallels to be had there. Very beautiful dungeon this is. Oh, dead soldier in there. Wait, that guy's transparent. Actually, I wonder if that guy would stop being transparent if I take off the dimension slip. Nah, that guy's just transparent for good. Interesting. Alright, dimension slip. Like, what happened here? Like, was there some sort of divine intervention of some kind? What's this? This whole area. The broken buildings. They've been restored, but how? Signs of humans. No mercy for those who resist. Yes. Mistina! What happened to Barbarossa? It seems that Arngrim has finished his preparations for the public execution. Public execution? What? Yes. But we still don't know the whereabouts of the three mages. I've learned that the castle has a hidden room. Llewellyn, you're like a goody two-shoes innocent person. Why are you doing this? Leave it. For the time being, we've restrained the king and the mechanism. They can't do anything. Go on ahead. Yes. This wave of power. Lenneth? It can't be. It's just my imagination. Okay, so you see how the feathered helm swordswoman, I'm not going to spoil her name, she can sense Lenneth, and she says, "What is this power?" Remember all the way back in Brahm's castle, Lenneth had the same premonition. Lenneth was like, what is this power? It's equal to that of Lord Odin's. So maybe in that moment, all the way back at Brahm's castle, maybe she sensed the other Valkyrie in the crystal. I mean, she knew she was there already, because she saw her in the crystal, but maybe she was able to sense her as well. And that's what she felt. It can't be, it's just my imagination. That was Hrist. This place it couldn't be. The world of the past. The time mechanism has sent me to the past. So Valkyrie does know the other Valkyries. She just said, that's Hrist. And no one told her that that's Hrist. No, she knew herself intuitively that that is Hrist. That's very, very interesting. The Queen. Our dear beloved Queen, perhaps gone from us forever. I don't want to think about it. What we need to do here is pretty obscure. So, upstairs, you have to go upstairs in this house, in this one random house, and we have to talk to this NPC. This really out of the way NPC right here. I work at the castle. I've heard rumors that there is a hidden room somewhere. Perhaps the Queen is in there as well. Yeah, that's pretty cryptic. We gotta talk to that NPC because there's a secret room in the castle, and Valkyrie will not know to check the room unless you talk to that NPC first. Even though one of Hrist's Einherjar mentioned the room already in that previous cutscene, but I digress. Oh, woe is me, what shall ever become of me? I mean, I think there's bigger things to worry about at the moment. This is the only time in the game you can talk to these NPCs, so I'm gonna talk to everyone I can. That battle maiden in black armor, her eyes were so cruel. The men's bowels turned to liquid after just one look in them. I'll never forget. Jesus Christ. They took the king, and no one knows where the queen is. Whatever will become of this city? Maybe the queen is in that secret room. This is a private house. This is a really nice looking private house. This looks just like the castle that Valkyrie was summoned in at the very start of the game. The one who was behind the development of the time machine was one of the king's closest advisors, Walther the Mage. It couldn't have been King Barbarossa, but still they... So are you blaming the mages? Why does Lord Barbarossa have to be punished by the gods? I mean, if he told the mages to do it and the mages are just following orders, then who's to blame, really? Get out of there, Valkyrie. I did not mean to re-enter there. Everyone slaughtered. The gods are nothing more than demons. Yeah, I saw the castle too. I've never seen anything like it. That man single-handedly cut down scores of soldiers. Oh, he's talking about Arngrim. Arngrim, how could you? Yeah, I remember what Loki said about Arngrim being a name he heard long, long ago. The castle was destroyed by the messengers of the gods. Soon the city will also be... was destroyed by the messengers of the gods. Is that another name for Valkyrie, perhaps? Also, a lot of these NPCs seem more concerned about the king than they do themselves. This part is so interesting. All we need to do is we need to talk to the woman in that house and then run to the secret room, but no, I gotta talk to all these NPCs first. Of course. I heard that Lord Barbarossa is going to be executed soon. Is it really true? The king's 3 mages, if it weren't for them, the gods would not have punished us so. I mean, no, I mean, let's be real here. It is the king's fault if he told the mages to do it. The queen was the power behind the throne and beloved of all. Where could she be? Where could she be? Alright, time to go get them. So yeah, this, one of the most beautiful locations in the game right here. This is the only time in the entire game that you get to see this place looking like this in this time period. So we can enter these rooms to see all the beautiful architecture. We can see the statues there. We can see all the paintings and pictures in the backgrounds. We can see the light rays there, all the stained glass windows, all the carpeting. Very detailed pixel art in this dungeon. But running into all of these rooms and looking at all of this is just completely optional. All of this beautiful detail that the devs put so much effort into. Yeah, it's all completely optional to see because there are no items, there are no enemy encounters, there's no nothing in any of these rooms. But as I run through this dungeon to the secret room, I will be entering all of these rooms anyway, just to show them off. Because it's the only time you see this. It's the only time. And why let all of this beautiful art go to waste? Of course I have to show it. Like, I really like this room. Like, look at all the detail. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 portraits there and a mirror in the background there. And there's even a big, giant painting on the ceiling. On the ceiling. There's a picture of a little Cupid there up on the ceiling. Gosh, this game is so detailed. We can even run in here. And more detailing in here. A soldier died in this room. Imagine coming all the way here and just dying. There are no dead soldiers in here. Like, it makes you wonder. Like, who lived here? Like, did the soldiers live here? Was this a safe haven for the soldiers, and this was how they were, you know, treated and pampered? They got like really nice beds, a bunch of really nice furniture. But when it was time to actually defend the place, look at that painting there. When it was time to actually defend the castle, they didn't do a very good job. That's Arngrim for you. Arngrim is just he's a demon in battle. They call him the genius of the battlefield for a reason. And I like how this ties back to the start of the game. Arngrim was effortlessly killing drones of soldiers like it was nothing before he killed himself. And now we can see what Arngrim is truly capable of, canonically speaking. So, yeah, that's Arngrim with wrist. I like the color of these windows specifically. That's a very nice shade of baby blue right there. Okay, this is the room I'm talking about. There is a switch on the back of the book. Will you press it? Yes. If you did not talk to the woman in that house, you could not examine that. Who is that there? Next up, Valkyrie says one of the most interesting lines of dialogue in the game. I am not a person who is in any position to criticize someone who has been forced to hide. Okay, so much can be taken from just that line of dialogue. Like, does that mean that Valkyrie is literally not in the position to criticize someone who has been forced to hide? Like, maybe that's something for a higher-up god to judge. Valkyrie can only judge on Einherjar and the undead. So maybe when she's saying this, she's actually saying that it's not her job to criticize someone who has been forced to hide. Or is this more of a self-reflective piece of dialogue from Lenneth? Maybe Valkyrie means that she herself is forced to hide because Hrist is here, and she accidentally sent herself to the past just now. Or maybe there's a more grander thing being said here. Like, maybe she's been forced to hide symbolically this entire time, since the start of the game. Yeah, there's a lot to think about there. Melibeth, how did you get here? Here? By that, do you mean this hidden room? I am Melibeth, wife to Barbarossa, king of this land. The king was deceived. He listened to the sharp tongues of his 3 mages, and by the time he realized it, there was no going back. And the gods became angry that a human would strive for eternity. Please, take this crown to the king. He always wanted to be king up to the very end. I do not know exactly who you are, but you are a woman like me, and we girls should sit together, and so it is with a pained heart that I make this request of you. Arngrim! Look while you still can. Witness the end of your king who betrayed the gods and defiled the providence of nature. No, okay. The king should die as a king. This part, I know this is such a serious moment, but I can't help but crack up every time this happens. I cannot help but laugh every time I see this part. I'm too late. No, Valkyrie, no! What the fuck? Okay, Barbarossa. She just picks up his severed head. What they were being pulled back? Incredible return to our time. I'm sorry, I try to take it seriously, I really do, but how could such a thing be possible? Alright. Perhaps because she has such a strong connection to this world? To such a low-level god? That's interesting. That's really interesting. It can't be. So, getting pulled back is unusual, apparently, and they think, like, okay, maybe because she has such a connection to that time period, she's being pulled back to her own time. There's lots to theorize about there. Barbarossa. I've heard everything from your wife. What did you say? Don't be ridiculous. And so, Barbarossa, I mean, I guess his plan to live forever kind of worked. If you really think about it, because we're way in the future right now, and he, in a way, is still alive, so that's, you know, that's interesting. So, what did you say? Don't be ridiculous. I brought this with me. That, it cannot be. I gave that to my Belabeth. Correct. I see. But the truth is, it doesn't matter whether I was deceived or not. It was my foolish searching for eternity which brought about this destruction. The responsibility is all mine. The mages were simply carrying out my orders as loyally as they could. My heart is full of pride for them. My mages are sinless in this. Is that not true? Perhaps you are right. Or maybe Barbarossa is not immortal. Maybe this is a Barbarossa from the past and he was brought to the present day. And maybe the time travel is what they're referring to as living forever. Because if you think about it, if you teleport yourself 200 years in the future, does that mean that you lived 200 years? Aw. That's nice. He knows that that's not, you know, the same Valkyrie. So now we see the true culprit. He chased me beyond the borders of time, but he was doing nothing more than digging his own grave. Say that's such a badass thing to say. Foolishness. You summoned him into this time, but you did not consider how strong the bonds are between the king and queen. Thoughts surpass the boundaries of time. I felt the tug upon the chains of my soul and returned here. You can hear it, can you not? Foul mages. Pah. Who are you, Lady Valkyrie, goddess of fools? For a second time, you dare to interfere with us. It took many years to gather together the pieces of the king's soul. In any case, he was a small man, just a poor deluded fool. You can say that again. You dare mock King Barbarossa. Fools! Just the type that would take offense at the words of a wise king. Ho ho, how I'm using a goddess depending on a corpse. If Odin were aware of this, I'm not sure he would be pleased. Inside the castle. It will not be long. I will smash this castle into dust. Damn, Valkyrie. She will smash this castle into dust. I don't know if this is... I don't know. I've been really hesitant on mentioning this because I don't know if it's, like, spoilery. Or, like, I don't know. But in the PSP version of this game, in that cutscene where Barbarossa is getting executed, you actually get to see the protagonist of Valkyrie Profile 2 there. Anyway, there are tons of rooms in this dungeon. This is one of the coolest parts in the game. Because now we get to run through the entire dungeon again, except this time we get to see it in the present day. So we get to see how it's changed from the very start of the game. Which is very interesting. I mean, not the very start of the game. We get to see how it changed when we first entered, which is very interesting. And almost every single room does have a chest, so Eye of Heaven there. You think the devs would put that Eye of Heaven there to help find the boss, but I will be getting more into that when we actually need to go to the boss of this dungeon. I don't know, make a mental note of that Eye of Heaven, okay? Because it's a pretty interesting piece of game design, if I do say so myself, but I'll be getting more into that later. My commentary might be pretty confusing at the moment, but it won't be confusing when we actually need to go to the boss of this dungeon. I wonder how many years has passed. Who knows? I'm going to assume 500 years. I don't know. 500 years sounds like a good ballpark number. So we saw an Arngrim and Law for Llewellyn, Mystina. We saw their past lives there. And now the ones on our team in the current day, those are their reincarnations. So very, very interesting. This game makes you... It makes you think, don't it? I don't think there's a single explosion or arrow chest in this dungeon. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure for every chest in this dungeon, we gotta duck to avoid the traps. Yeah, like, look at that. Look at that bed frame there is just completely collapsed. In the past, it was a very beautiful bed frame. Very beautiful pixel art bed frame. And look at that picture there. We can see how it's all worn. You can barely see the portraits anymore. That picture in the past was very colorful. Now it's all, like, damp. S-Talk there. And hold on, wait, no, go, get back in there. There's another. Okay, Reflect Sorcery. Reflect Sorcery is pretty good. S-Talk at this point in the game is not useful because we already have, I mean, we already crafted the better items, so. Yeah, you don't even have to engage with crafting. But if you don't engage with crafting, then this game is extremely difficult if you don't. Because all the items, I mean, all the weapons that you find from chests are very weak compared to the crafted items. So it's good to try to get used to crafting. Yeah, see, look at that. In the future, I mean, in the past, all these stained glass windows. Oh, wait a minute, that's a theory. What if we actually went to the future there? Oh my god, I never even thought about that. But yeah, these stained glass windows are now more muted blue. They were a very, very bright shade of blue in the future. And then... Oh, look at that. That doesn't even... That looks like a portrait of two normal people heavily downscaled to put in the background there. That's kind of cool. Nightshade there. Like, I wonder if that's a dev and his wife or something. Maybe. I always like it when developers show themselves in the game. I think it's charming. Okay, here are the three main chests here. That's Darkness. Darkness trap right there. I think that will cause curse until you heal it with an item. Alright, there we go. Those are those three items there. We're gonna look at the map here. And look at this dungeon. This is a pretty big dungeon. It's especially large considering that there are technically 2 different versions of this dungeon we get to explore. It reminds me a lot of Sonic CD, one of my all-time favorite games. We're going to transmutate this concentration here into one of the best skills that we can possibly have. Creation Jewel, yeah, Mental Reaction. Use that. Mental Reaction is extremely good. It's really, really good. What Mental Reaction does is it allows our mages to sacrifice some of their HP to fully recharge, like completely. So in a way, it kind of outclasses concentration, because concentration is similar. What concentration does is it reduces charge turns after a special attack a little bit. But what Mental Reaction does is that it completely reduces the charge turn fully at the cost of some HP. So Mental Reaction doesn't take your health, but it does reduce charge turn a little bit. But Mental Reaction does take your health for a full recharge turn. So that is in my opinion, that is a fair trade-off in my opinion. So we're gonna, my menuing could be a lot better. So, okay, we're gonna level up Stun Magic. Okay, we're gonna, okay, there, and then, okay, yeah, Mental Reaction. Okay, there. Sorry, my menuing was so piss poor there. I forgot to take off. I forgot to put on the Dimension Slip. So now we have this enemy encounter. These guys do a lot of damage, but our special attacks are a lot, not our special attacks, our mages are a lot more powerful now. So we can just kill that guy with one, those guys with one Mystina special attack, but we're not going to do that. We can just run from them. Okay, Valkyrie. Okay, Dimension Slip, alright. And now we gotta run all the way back to that save point. Okay, it's good to save here, definitely. So slot 2, and then I'm gonna save right over that one, yeah. Anyway, remember how I said to make a mental note of that Eye of Heaven? That Eye of Heaven was in this room. And this room is right next to the save point. And we've learned from all of the previous dungeons that boss fights are always right next to save points. So where's the boss fight? You'd think that using the Eye of Heaven would reveal the path to the boss fight. But it doesn't. So say hello to the most cryptic thing in the game. So jump on the crystal there, make a crystal there, break the crystal residue, and then when it goes that low around there, okay, then you gotta make a crystal there, and then there! There it is. There's the pathway to the boss. How is anyone ever supposed to figure that out, especially considering the fact that Eye of Heavens do not reveal the pathway, and once you actually make the path still doesn't even appear on the map. So yeah, how is anyone ever supposed to figure that out on their own? Especially considering the fact that you can't even eject the map on this screen. The map is unusable here. So, for this boss fight, we're gonna equip Valkyrie with the Mage Slayer. There we go. Whoa, this room looks just like a room from Ico. Welcome. We are honored to receive even a goddess of fools. Is it all you can say? Well, here's my response. Silence! Such a lovely dinner planned. Can we not have a more pleasant conversation? Dinner, you say? Yes, indeed. This very evening we plan to feast on the soul of a certain battle maiden. Villains! Your sins lay heavy upon you, defiler of souls. All 3 of you shall die. It says she has such amusing dialogue. Okay. We're gonna get pummeled with a ton of magic attacks. Let's hope that none of my characters get stoned or cursed. Okay. So first things first is we want to kill Dallas or Jean. Doesn't matter which one we do first. So these two characters right here can totally revive each other, which is really annoying. So I want to kill both of them on the same round. But we don't want to use the Mage Slayer first, because these enemies have really high avoid, so they will just outright dodge the Mage Slayer, thus wasting Valkyrie's turn. So what we want to do instead is we want to use Mystina first, and then one of Valkyrie's attacks. Not all three. No, only one of them will be enough to kill one of them. So, like that. If you used all three of Valkyrie's attacks there, then we could not do that same thing with Lorenta to Jean. And then go in. There we go. Just like that. And now we're going to go into Arngrim here and do a little bit of do a little bit of damage to Valkyrie. Let's hope that Mage Slayer does not break. If the Mage Slayer does break, then we load the save, I guess. See, they're doing a lot of damage there. Okay. Valkyrie, go. The Mage Slayer is very weak, but it will do a lot of damage. Nonetheless, because bow multipliers are very high in this game. And then Arngrim should be able to just kill this enemy outright. There we go. And there's that boss fight. Oh no, he has 1 pixel of health left. My bad. Alright, we're gonna go in with one more attack. And that should be good enough. So luckily for us, the Mage Slayer has not broken yet. Nah. It dodged. There we go. We can just go Mystic Cross there. Alright. Yeah, that boss fight's pretty easy if you have the Mage Slayer. So you just gotta just keep doing that battle until you can do it without the Mage Slayer breaking, and it's pretty straightforward. Okay, now we have the 2 artifacts of this dungeon. The Dragoon Tyrant. This is not that great, but hey, it is a new weapon, so. And then the Rust Red Circlet. This is pretty decent. I mean, it's not like amazing, but it is like better than nothing. And a ton of event EXP. That's the best reward here, actually. It's definitely the event EXP you get. You get a ton of event EXP. So yeah, this is a very story-driven dungeon. Very interesting dungeon here, actually. Very, very interesting. There was like a whole mini-story that we uncovered. And we saw Hrist and Arngrim in the past. That is very interesting. Remember all the way back in episode 6. How, actually, I wonder if we can see Barbarossa again. I don't think we can. Yeah, no. He went back to his time, so. Yeah, Loki said Arngrim. I heard that name before, didn't I? That's what that is. It's Arngrim in the past. That's cool. I don't know. I really like that Sacred Phase scene because Loki says Arngrim, what? And then here we see Arngrim, so it kind of makes this scene make a little, just a little more sense. So we see the reincarnation process there. So we have Arngrim now, and then that Arngrim we saw was an Arngrim in a past life. So very, very interesting. That is such an interesting dungeon. Maybe we will learn more about Lost City of Dipan and that whole business in Valkyrie Profile 2. Maybe, who knows, who knows. Now there is going to be a lot of menuing here. I'm going to try to get through it all as fast as possible. So take everything off of Lorenta, give her the Emerald Necklace. We're going to give her a bunch of generic weak items here. Don't give her the Glare Guard. And then leather boots, and there you have it. Okay, we're going to go to party. EXP Orb, we're going to level up Lorenta just 1 time. So there you have it, and then we're going to level up all of her skills, all of her traits. So she's maternal, wise, devoted, elegant, warrior, can't swim, and giving. The interesting thing about Lorenta is that she has a lot of unique traits, so I think she's the only one who's maternal, devoted, and giving. So that's pretty interesting. And then we're gonna level up each of her statuses just one time, because it's not like Freya is quality checking this, you know, so you can just cheat the requirements saying Freya don't care. So there you have it, each trait just one time, that's good enough. And then we're going to do the same thing to Jayle. So we're gonna give Jayle a generic weapon. The S-Lock is really, really bad. This has an 8% chance of breaking. We are never going to use a weapon that has an almost 10% chance of breaking. No, so you can just give that to Jayle there. Alright, Emerald Necklace. We're going to level up Jayle twice here, so 7,000 there. Okay, and we're going to go to skills. And where is Jayle here? Okay, there she is. Alright. Jayle is prideful, brave, precise, emotional, and moralistic. And now we're gonna level up each of Jayle's traits just one time, because it's not like Freya is checking how we're doing this, so it don't matter. This is a good way to get every trait that Freya can possibly ask for, just like that. And now we're going to go to the Divine Item menu, and we're gonna make some flame bandanas. This is because this is good for this chapter, because Freya wanted someone who is brave, and flame bandanas makes the wearer braver. So there you have it. We're going to remove the emerald necklace there. We're going to read Jayle's status before I send her up. So in order to join the knighthood, she disguised herself as a man. But what terrible secret would drive a gentle woman to such an action? Perhaps she seeks revenge against someone within the knights? My theory on that is Lemia is Jayle's sister, and Jayle is seeking revenge on Grey. Anyway, here is Jayle's special attack.
In the name of my lord! Finishing strike! Eternal ray! Did that do it?
And now we're going to go to transfer, and we are not going to send Lorenta up. No, we're only going to send Jayle up. The reason why we did all of that to Lorenta is so we can prepare her for the next chapter. So that's why we did that. And now, what I want to do is I want to put on Badrach, believe it or not, and Janice here. And we're going to put Stina back on, okay, and then we're gonna give Janice an emerald necklace and a bracelet of Zoe here. Gonna do the same thing to Badrach. Where is Lorenta? Okay, so we're gonna take that off of Lorenta there. Gonna go back to Badrach here, okay, and then bracelet of Zoe and emerald necklace just like that. We're gonna give both of them weapons that do not break, so the shiny rupture doesn't break and the crescent arrow doesn't break. Okay, we're gonna go into the divine item menu. We're gonna make another bow here that doesn't break, so I guess the shiny rupture, even though it's really, really expensive. And then we're gonna give her the shiny rupture there. Okay, this team right here is probably the best team in the game for getting items, okay? You might be thinking, what? I thought Lucien was the best at getting items. And he is the best at getting items by himself, okay? When you have Bow Valkyrie, Janice, and Badrach paired up together with a Mystic Cross Mage, that's the best entire team for getting items. So Lucien is the best standalone character for doing so. This is the best full team for doing so. You understand the difference there? Okay, got it. All right. One more thing here. I'm gonna give Janice and Badrach slightly better armor there, and don't want the Crane Quinn crossbow equipped, even though it's really, really powerful, because that can break. And then we're gonna give Janice the Coin of Fortune and Badrach the Coin of Fortune. Okay, the reason why I have this team is because these Cave of Oblivions, so the one near the top swamp and the one near Cave of Thachus, there will never be any chests in these caves, no matter what. Like, ever. So, I thought I might as well go through this cave with characters that have a good chance of getting items, just for the heck of it, just to get some stuff back. Anyway, gonna put on the timer ring, so you can surely get the advantage on these dastardly fiends. Okay, no. Okay, alright, okay, oh my god, okay. Anyway,
To my side, my noble
check out these characters. These characters have really, really cool attack animations. Go! Give me an item. Give me an item. Give me an item. There it is. There's an item. That's good. Those are Banshees. That is technically the rarest enemy in the game on hard mode. They only appear on hard... They only appear in the caves. They do appear in a dungeon on normal mode, but not on hard mode. And these guys have, like, practically no health at all. Like, they have an extremely low health value. So, yeah, and like, barely any defense. And they don't do much damage, if any at all. So that's probably why they only appear in normal dungeons on normal mode, because they're just, like, a very easy, basic enemy. Like, they're, like, it's not a hard mode appropriate enemy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they only appear in the caves this one time. No normal dungeons. Alright, give me another item, give me another item, come on, give me another item, there we go. If I recall, none of the items are that great, by any stretch of the imagination. But I mean, see, like, 2 frigid damsels, who cares about that? But I mean, if we're coming into these Caves of Oblivions, and this one has no chests at all, no matter what, then I mean, might as well use characters and get items, so... Alright, give me an item, come on, give me an item, come on, give me an item, I got an item, yay! And then, here's Badrach's special attack.
Death blow! Fierce strike! What?
And here's Janice.
For my honor. Finishing strike. Guilty break. Impossible.
Yeah, really cool special attacks there. Also, there we saw the Janice poison property. Janice is the only non-mage who can inflict the status ailment on a target without magic. Yeah, he's the only, like, non-mage on Einherjar that can inflict the status ailment. He can inflict poison. Oh my god, look how freaking strong this is. Jesus Christ.
You freaks have no reason to exist.
That was so powerful because the hit was... It reached almost 50 there. It's at 44. 4 level ups in 1 battle. Oh my god. On 2 of my characters. Okay. Gonna have to... Yeah, spend some of these. Oh my god, we're almost at the full capacity points there. We're at 730. You get 999 at max. Okay. Auto item. Guts. And then... Survival. In that order of importance. And then... Whenever you get auto item up all the way, you gotta... set them up like this. And then there. Okay, elixirs. 99%. Union plumes. 100%. And then... Okay... Badrach here. I wish I was better at navigating this menu. Okay, there, and then there, survival. Okay, setup and auto item and then guts, and then okay, and then 99%, and then 100%, and there you have it. There you have it. Okay. And there are no. Wait a minute. Do I have the? Hold on a second. Oh my god, there's so much menuing. Okay, there are no chests, so enemy search. There you go. Yeah, you don't need the treasure search for this one. Alright, what do we got? I honestly don't know.
To my side, my noble
Another dragon zombie. Alright, give me an item, come on, give me an item, come on, come on, give me an item, come on, come on, give me an item. There we go, I got an item, yay! Alright, kill it, Mistina. You got this, girl. The cool thing about this team is that these characters just add so many hits. So your mage special attack will always be really, really strong, which is nice. Oh, 2 level ups again. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta spend those points, because if I don't, they're gonna reach 99, and then I'll be wasting points. Okay, we're gonna buy survival one more time, and then attack POW all the way, and then the same thing. Okay, there, and then... Oh my goodness. Okay, nope. Oh my god. The menu in this game. Okay, there we go. Alright. And don't get the advantage on me. Those Spectros have a really small hitbox, so your sword can just fly right through it sometimes. Oh boy. Monstrous glow flies. Come on, give me an item. Come on, come on, give me an item. Come on, come on, give me an item. Come on, come on, give me an item. God damn it. Okay. There's one item. I don't know what this enemy drops, if I'm being honest. Oh, and the Mirror Pleiades worked. That's nice. Okay, gonna use mental reaction to charge up Mistina there. Gonna end the turn. And oh, Mirror Pleiades worked again. All right. Give me an item. Come on, give me an item. Come on, come on, come on. Give me an item. Give me an item. Okay, got an item. Okay, nice. This is an extremely fun team. This might not be the best team by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a very fun to just run through the game like this. All right, what did I get? 2 normalizes. Nice. That's not that bad because we can transmutate these into other spells and stuff, which is pretty nice.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
We can totally beat the entire game with just this team and getting a ton of items throughout the entire game by fighting every enemy and then just getting an infinite amount of item drops. But other teams are, you know, better for wiping out boss fights. Oh, look at all those gems. Oh, it's so satisfying. Guts! Guts, goddammit. Nah, okay, whatever. Yeah, you can't always rely on Guts, no. Also, I like how Janus has a knife. I like how that implies he's a jack of all trades. He just chooses to use a gun because he's a badass. Wait, before I end the turn, you got a mental reaction first. There we go. Survive it, Valkyrie. Okay. And it's totally dead. Well, after we use all these slow elixir animations. If this game ever gets remade, they should speed those animations up a little bit. Just use all elixirs at the same time in auto items instead of having them play after one another. Look at all those gems. That means you're going to get a lot more experience. Guts it, damn you. Guts! Nice. There we go. The evil eyes. I mean, not the evil eyes. They have a ton of different names. But those eyeballs, they usually have pretty high defense, but low resist. So you want to go in with your mages for those enemies. I have no idea what this could be either. Another dragon zombie. Yeah, it's not like I can just remember every single enemy encounter. I also can't really remember every, like, what every chest contains or what every enemy is capable of dropping and stuff, so sometimes it's a mystery to me, even though I've played this game a bunch of times. Yeah, see that? If this game ever gets remade, they should they need to speed that up. Also make special attacks skippable. That'd be nice. I would love for this game to get a remake. You know, I've heard this notion that good games don't need remakes, and I mean, I disagree with that. No, I think remakes are good because you bring it to a modern audience. You update some more archaic elements. I love remakes, personally speaking. I think if a game is good enough, it should get a remake. Alright, tons of gems there.
You have served me well, my Einherjar.
Alright, what item did I get? Aconite. that can be transmutated into something else. Hold on a second here. Okay, skills, Janice. Oh no, we reached the max. Okay, we're gonna level up all the skills here. Okay, there. Triple Distress is the best one. So level that up first. Okay, there we go. And then set up. Okay, the best bow user setup is Triple Distress and probably, I mean, Slanting Rain. If we're being real, all the C attack skills for bow users aren't that good. What Slanting Rain does is it attacks all enemy on screen, which sounds nice, but Slanting Rain is not strong at all on any character. And then Darkness Arrow reduces the avoid %, which is nice, but Triple Distress does something very similar to that, and Triple Distress is a lot better. What Triple Distress does, it reduces the foe's ability to avoid at all. So that's a little bit outclassed. And then False Arrow can be nice. False Arrow makes the enemy guard, so this attack will always be blocked. And that can be nice, because then you can go in with another character, and then that will cause the enemy to flinch, thus making the enemy not able to attack on their next turn. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that can be a little nice, I guess. Alright, Slanting Rain, that. Noise Arrow needs to be leveled up a lot for some reason. Okay, there, okay, and then... Okay, Triple Distress, and then Slanting Rain. Okay, Learn. We're gonna level up by... Okay, there, by... Okay. Okay. So much menuing, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a lot of menuing. Yeah, 3 special attack chain. Can take that enemy out easily, definitely.
How long must we keep fighting the same battles?
How long must we keep fighting the same battles? I really like that line. My characters with the favorite voice lines are Valkyrie, of course, and then Arngrim, Shiho, Janice. Surprisingly, I like Badrach's voice lines a lot. Okay, I might as well show off what Slanting Rain looks like. So if you press left and then attack at the same time, you can do that. It's very weak, but there you have it. There you have it. Give me an item drop. There we go. Did I get no item drops from that last enemy? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
We have no reason to remain here.
2 bastard swords. Interesting. If I recall, that enemy can... That red enemy there can drop a Lemlar. And those are pretty rare. But it's not good at all. Lemlars are an armor piece, and they're really, really bad. But it is rare nonetheless, so... If you want to get every item in the game, you might as well reload till you can get a Lemlar from that enemy. Oh my god, look at all these freaking item drops I'm getting, dude. And I will admit, while I'm not a big fan of Mistina's voice lines, I will say she has my favorite special attack win phrase in the entire game. She'll say, "Even reincarnated, your fate will be the same." And I just think that's badass, okay? And Jayle has some pretty good voice lines too, surprisingly. Hold on, I'm gonna run back there just to make sure I'm not missing anything. No enemies? Is that the only enemy in there? I guess so. I'd say surprisingly for Jayle, because, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think Jayle is a particularly interesting character at all. So I do think it's interesting how she has some of the most interesting voice lines, in my opinion. So, that is what it is. Alright, exit. Yeah, there are no chests in there, and there will never be any. So if you're gonna run through there, then you might as well get the item drops you can. I mean, who are we kidding? Might as well. No harm in it. And the same thing for this one, same exact thing. As in, there will never be any chests in this Cave of Oblivion, no matter what you do. So, alright, gonna spend some of these capacity points here. Okay, there. It doesn't matter what you spend on after leveling up survivals, fight, and attack power all the way. So, just gotta spend them at all. Okay, there. Oh my gosh. Okay, there. I know watching me scroll through these menus and buying stuff is not fun to watch, but it's what you gotta do, so... Okay, there, and then let's get fight all the way on Valkyrie. And then survival all the way up on Mystina. We're gonna level up stun magic there. Okay, alright, okay, good. Actually, hold on a second. Oh my gosh. I'm not done with my menuing yet. Okay, divine item. And then, okay, we're gonna buy max elixirs and max union plumes. Okay, and then we're gonna heal Mystina slightly. Alright. And should I save? Nah, who cares? Just gonna wing it. Alright, what enemies do we got? Nope. 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 Okay. Don't get the advantage on me. Okay, we have a harpy. A pretty cool coloring for a harpy, too. Alright, give me an item, come on, give me an item, come on, come on. There's an item, yeah! And Valkyrie can probably kill it in one special attack, right? Is that gonna... No, it won't kill it. Alright. Poison Blow. That's kind of nice. Because Poison Blow is one of the best hacking spells in the game. It could arguably be the best hacking spell in the game. Because it has the best hitbox and power, so... Alright, give me an item! Is that an item? I can't tell because there are too many things on screen. Oh, I got no items for that? Oh, come on. I'm pretty sure every single enemy in the game drops an item, except some boss fights. Like, I don't think Genevieve in Jayle's cutscene drops an item, and I don't think the final boss drops an item. But I could be wrong about that. Faint! No, Janice, I need you, because you get item drops. You know what, YOLO? Gonna see if I can get an item drop just from Valkyrie and Badrach. Oh, look, a guy item there, yeah!
Our work here is done. Let's go.
When a character gets stoned, they don't gain any experience from the battle, I think. Which is a little unfortunate. But when they're flinched, that's fine. And more of these guys. Nice. That means I got more opportunities to get full plates. I'm pretty sure this is the only enemy in the game that drops full plates. If I recall, full plates are really, really rare. So... they're not good, though. I mean, every unique item that can be gotten from an enemy isn't good. So, the Lamelars in the with the red little enemies back in the previous Cave of Oblivion, that's a really bad item, but it is unique. Full plates are decent, and you can only get them from item drops, but they're still outclassed. And then there's silver mails. Silver mails you can also only get from item drop, but they're not particularly that great. So. The nice thing about this Tri-Ace game is that you don't really have to worry about getting item drops to get the best stuff, which is nice. And I just end the round because I'm an idiot. Why'd I do that? Oh, guts! Okay. Is this a different type of evil eye? I wonder if it'll drop a different type of item. Alright, we're gonna charge up with Valkyrie, and then we're gonna probably be able to kill it with Mystina. Look at that, almost 50 hits with 2 special attacks. Jesus. With our other team, which was Arngrim and 2 mages, we'd do all 4 special attacks and we'd barely reach 50. So that goes to show how good this team can be for charging up special attacks. Every team in the game is good to an extent. You just have to know how to use them. Any team can work. It really can. So just because some characters are better than other characters at some things, that doesn't mean that you can't just use whoever you want, which is nice about this game. Because honestly, I can't say that about every Triace game I've played. I cannot say that about every Triace game I've played. There are definitely some teams that you don't want to use in Star Ocean 3, for example. But I don't know, some wizards can make that can make any team work in Star Ocean 3. Star Ocean, no, not Star Ocean. Valkyrie Profile 2. The characters, every Einherjar in Valkyrie Profile 2 kind of plays the same. Which might sound like a bad thing, but once you actually play it, it's not a bad thing at all. So in Valkyrie Profile 2, I would say that pretty much any team of characters can work if you just set them up right. But it's still a point where there are definitely better characters to use than other characters. Oh my gosh, gotta recharge Mystina before I tried to do that with Star Ocean 6. I tried to use my favorite characters, so I tried to use the robot guy who can only attack by countering attacks. And I tried to use him with the robot girl. And dang, I wish I could remember the names of the characters in Star Ocean 6, but I honestly just cannot. I just can't, but yeah, I tried to use a team of my favorite characters and I just couldn't do it. I was like, this team does not synergize at all. But with this game, I'd say you can pretty much use any team if you got the right setup, in my opinion. As long as you have a mage, then pretty much anybody can work. I could probably kill this enemy. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna get a ton of bonus experience from this battle. Because I kept getting a crap ton of gems.
Their souls have been released. We have no reason to remain here.
Look at that. We turned that 6440 experience into 93,320 experience. Oh my god. Oh, cool. Silvermail, Wassail, Rapier, and Guardian Force. We got 3 different items there. Which is kind of nice. Those might not be particularly great items, but it is nice how we got a variety. Oh boy, the bloodsuckers. I mean, not the bloodsuckers. There's an enemy. You can find this enemy somewhere else, and when you find it somewhere else, it's called the bloodsucker, but here it's called the lifestealer. These enemies are kind of annoying because they can, like, super flinch you and make it so you just cannot attack at all. So, is that gonna kill both of them? Probably not. I wonder. I got 1 item drop, so if it does kill the other one, I wouldn't mind too much. Yeah, they're both dead. They're not surviving. Oh no, that one lived. Oh, what a champion. I can run right now and let that one live because it deserves to live because it survived the shotgun blast to the face. But when you run from battles, you do not get the item. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kill this guy. Come on, give me an ammo drop. Come on, drop an ammo. Okay, nice. I like the background art.
Phew, I could use a rest.
Woo, I could use a rest. I like his attitude. Raptor's Call Aconite. It's like lazy, but also optimistic, kinda. I think he has the... I think Badrach has the same voice actor as Cashel. I think.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
So if you pay really close attention, you can hear just a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog in him.
I'm ready for Valhalla already.
See, I like the attitude. He's ready for Valhalla, goddammit. And I've been neglecting my characters. I should probably level up their capacity points. Like, yes, I know Badrach is not... people don't really like Badrach when they play this game, but I like him, okay? I really do. Okay, gotta level up something up to get rid of these capacity points. Okay, there, and he has over 200 left. Oh my gosh. Okay, there. Okay, and then... Okay, a lot of button mashing. Yes, I know this is boring to watch. I'm just going through the menu, leveling stuff up. I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can really do at the moment besides this. And then there, and then there, and then there. And I'm actually getting too many capacity points. So I should probably remove the emerald necklaces on them and then give what I had to Arngrim to them. So I give them 2 Bracelet of Zoe's here. So Bracelet of Zoe, and then Bracelet of Zoe, okay. There you have it. Alright. Are there any... There's another enemy in here. Okay, right there. No, oh my god, I almost got the advantage on me.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
And more of these guys. Oh boy. That's a little interesting. The last time I used Celestial Star on this group, they also... The lifestealer that lived also got flinched. So... I don't know. I wonder if there's some kind of... I don't know, to be honest. Like, does Celestial Star have a higher chance of flinching that enemy than other enemies? And Aconite and Raptor's Claw. And any more enemies? Nope. The red orb went away. And there is absolutely nothing at all in this room. There are no enemies, no chests, no exits. So what's the point? What's even the point? Maybe it's symbolism, I don't know. Maybe it's symbolic for how empty life can feel at times. I don't know. Symbolism. This game is all about symbolism, okay? You gotta, like, theorize about stuff. Now let's get Audi 5000. Let's get out of here. And if we really, really want to, we should have 1 period left. We don't have 1 period left. We have 3 periods left. That's interesting. If we really want to, we can go back to not Artolia, Camille Village, because it's the best item farming hotspot in the game. So we can run back through this dungeon, killing every enemy we can, seeing what items we can get. So I'm probably just gonna speed that up or cut it out entirely. Okay, now there's gonna be more menuing in this menu-centric game. Okay, we're gonna transmute. Actually, I think we need the creation jewel. Yeah, okay, transmute. We're gonna turn those broken spears I got to crimson edges, and then we're gonna convert those crimson edges into 18,000 MP, and we're gonna do that again because for some reason you cannot have more than 3 at a time. So okay, there, and then we're gonna do that one more time, and then we're gonna convert that last crimson edge into one more 6,000 MP, and then we're gonna turn one more broken spear into one more crimson edge, and then we're gonna keep that crimson edge just so we can have 2 of them. One on Alia and one for, I don't know, Lawfer, even though he's not with us. Okay, and then we can make another glare sword if you want another glare sword. That's nice. I'm gonna make a gem of creation there. A gem of creation is kinda nice. What that does is increases the chance of magic gems appearing by 50% and increases their number by 3. That's kind of nice. That can help with grinding. We also have Raptor's Claws and Aconites. These don't really do anything, but they can be transmutated into some things. So let's see if, yeah, it can be turned into a Flare Crystal. What Flare Crystals do is they do fire magic attacks. So if you don't have a fire magic attack on one of your mages, you can just use this instead. You can also turn the Raptor's Claw into a Poison Crystal. Poison Crystals are a free Poison Blow. So if you have Poison Blow on your mage already, that's kind of useless. And then we can take the magic gem off, and then we can transmute those into other items. So we can turn the Sage into a Banish. We can turn the vegetable seeds into elixirs. That's kind of convenient because it's a lot cheaper than making them the divine menu. So there that is. We can make another scout if we really want to. Another poison crystal. Yeah, you can just like experiment and just turn different stuff into different items and stuff. Don't turn all of your golden eggs into a ton of bracelets of Zoes. No, golden eggs are nice to have because they increase all of your stats when you use them. So if we use a golden egg on Valkyrie, you see it just levels her up. That's really convenient. So we have all of the we have all of the bracelets of Zoes we'll ever need. So yeah, don't turn those into bracelets of Zoes, no. Okay, and then we're gonna get our old team back here. So Arngrim, and we're not gonna put Lorenta back on because we're just gonna get rid of her next chapter anyway. And it's always good to save before sacred phases. It's always good to do that. And if you really want to, you can run back through that dungeon and convert the crimson edges you get into more MP. That's the best way to get MP in the game. So there that is. Anyway, enough about that. It is time to meet Freya. Now, sorry there's so much menuing. I don't know how to cut that down. It's just because it's just kind of part of the game, okay? Okay.
Our current situation
It is what it is. It's a tri-ace game. There's a lot of menuing, alright? Okay, alright. Oh, +4, -2.
Our current situation is our forces are routing the enemy. If things continue as they are, all is well. Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Yes, Llewellyn, because I sent you first, if I recall. Okay, he still has the exploits recognized one. Subjugation of the Fire Dragon. Did I already see this? I think this is what he had last. I can't remember though. Must find Land of Flame, Volcanic Beast, Fafnir. I don't know. I think I already got this one.
The cavern entrance leading to Jotunheim is sealed with ice.
Oh no, wait, I didn't get this one. My bad. A lot of these sacred phases blend in.
In order to break that seal, you must take the accursed flame gem from the dragon, Fafnir. Defeat Fafnir and retrieve the accursed flame gem.
Both the first and third platoons enter the swirling cave of fire to retrieve the accursed flame gem from the terrible clutches of the mighty fire dragon Fafnir. Yeah, they got the accursed flame gem. Let's hope they brought it back in one piece. In the Abyss, Moonran Caves. The Moonran Caves connect Rom Island with the Ceteris continent. A vital transport route. Many units have been lost here. Investigation suggests that a demon was lurking within the cave. Apparently, the Queen of Niflheim Hell has sent the demon there. After much consideration, Thor and the others have decided to deploy the second platoon to subjugate the demon and make the cavern pass again. Oh my gosh. Hey, slow that text down. See, that would benefit this game in a remake if they just slowed that text down a little bit. June, my main man. I sent you up all alone with no friends. Hope you're doing good up there. Elimination of enemy units. Elimination of enemy unit, Fort Ursur, 4th Platoon. A Vanir Special Forces unit infiltrated Fort Ursur and sabotaged it. It has fallen to the Vanir army. The 4th Platoon, patrolling near the area, receives a message from Valhalla. Whenever there's like S's and R's, it's just I can't help but stutter a little bit. I can't help but fumble with my words, gosh darn it. Our base at Fort Ursur there has fallen to the Vanir Special Forces. They destroyed the fort and annihilated our troop station there. There were also many artifacts stored at the fort. That's kind of an interesting. They must not fall into their hands. The 4th Platoon is the closest unit. Get to Fort Ursur and destroy the enemy before they can flee with the artifacts. You must save those artifacts. Was that a mistake? The way the text scrolled there popped up instantly. Usually it scrolls, but that next text box just popped up immediately. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's like a developer, just like a very minor developer oversight there. June, your exploits of late astonish me. You have been working hard. Thank you, Lord. I shall continue to expect much of you. I shall do my best to serve you, Lord. That one's not interesting. Alright, Lucian.
Do you wish to know the status
Lucian, my main man, you're the most important character to send up. You're the only character who's required to send up to get the best ending. Ordered on special mission. So I'm supposed to clean this up, right? Yes, sir. I mean, yes, that's right. An Azer would not say yes, sir, to a human. No, not at all. Sorry about that. It's a lot of work. It won't be easy. Don't worry. I can do it. Lucian is ordered to clean the storeroom. He applies himself to the task with gusto. Whew, I guess that's it. Well, it looks like you're done. An impressive job. You have my thanks. Takes even trivial tasks seriously. That's nice. That's very similar to a Llewellyn scene. Surprise attack on Kitha Hill. 5th Platoon. The 5th Platoon has captured and bound a Vanir officer. Okay, while transporting him from the fort to Valhalla, they were met on the Kitha Hill by the Vanir army who had come to reclaim their commander. Okay, so they're torturing Vanir up there, I see. Not sure how I feel about that. They've come to take back our prisoner. And they're even calling them prisoners? They won't find it so easy. Keep the prisoner at all costs. Yes, sir. Not sure how I feel about their methods. Like, are we really the good guys? Discover wounded soldier. -10. Lucian. Did he kill the soldier? We've got it under control now. What the? Lucian's unit attacked the Vanir base and successfully brought it under control. While investigating a nearby forest, he notices a person hiding in the shadow of a tree. Who's that? A Vanir. Wounded, eh? Go ahead, kill me. Run. Huh? I told you to run away. If you're caught, you'll be killed. You are merciful. I think that'll be your death someday. Perhaps, if fate desires. Now hurry and run. That's the same scene that Laufer got. So it shows that Lucian and Laufer do not kill defenseless soldiers, even if they are the enemy. No, because they're just cool guys like that. They got a big heart. I love them both. Lucian and Laufer are such good characters. They really are. Okay, Jayle, how are you doing up there? And look at you. Okay. Precise preparations. Jayle is engrossed in preparations for tomorrow's battle. The last thing Shah does is check the edge of her sword. I mean, she. Good, sharp as a razor. She will serve me well as usual. Okay, that one's not particularly interesting. That's very similar to Belenis scene we got earlier. Exploits recognized. Jayle, your exploits of late astonished me. Keep up the good work. Yes, my lord Thor. And, okay. Jayle, do you have no interesting scenes up here? You got the subjugation of the fire dragon, but that's the same exact one that my other Einherjars you got. Let's see here, okay. Evaluation of desired abilities plus 20, award of the rank of 15 level god, search for artifacts, patrolling 11 castle and environs, merging with the 3rd platoon, major rule, approach to attack, attack with fair accuracy, identify monster type. Alright.
Do you wish to know the
I promise Jayle's not that bad, and she has some pretty cool voice lines, but I don't really have anything interesting to say about her.
It is magnificent.
Yay!
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time.
18,810. You did really good there.
Lord Odin is pleased with you. He bids me give you these artifacts.
Ether Scepter, that's fine, I guess, for a staff that breaks. For a staff that breaks, it is good, so. Dark Savior, that's a bad spell. Prismatic Missile, not a bad spell. Dampen Magic, that's bad, but it can be turned into sap power, which is good. Tome of Alchemy, that's pretty useful, and you can turn the Ether Scepters into more Tome of Alchemies. Wand of Exchange, that's actually kind of nice.
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you.
The Wand of Exchange lets you change your formation in battle, and it's the only way to do so. So if you want to, for some reason, put Valkyrie in the back for some reason during the middle of a battle, then you have to use the Wand of Exchange.
It seems the accursed flame gem which can remove the ice seal is broken. There is someone in the Forest of Spirits who can repair it. We must repair the accursed flame gem before the attack from Jotunheim begins. Lenneth, I am giving the accursed flame gem to you to hold. Bring the accursed flame gem to the Forest of Spirits and have it repaired. I have heard that Niflheim is engaged in some suspicious activities. I do not think they will attack us anytime soon, but in any case, please send us an Einherjar who is knowledgeable about the undead. We need sorcerers. Send us someone skilled in the art of magic.
Hundreds of years ago, there was a sorceress who feared her own power so greatly that she took her own life. Some say she inherited her powers of prophecy from Mimir, the ancestor of the Vanir. Her name was Lyceria. Even with her death, her soul was not allowed to die. It is sealed inside the crystal of a massive magic gem. The ruins where it is sealed are called Octane by the Midgardians. Lenneth, you must go to the ruins and free the sorceress Lyceria's soul.
Very well. Good fortune. I expect good news.
It is insane. Valkyrie's Valkyrie. She's not Platina. But... Lucian, what are you doing in this place? Oh, nothing special. Come now, something is troubling you. I could well understand if that is the case. Incredible. You can't hide anything from... I can't hide anything from you. Okay, typo there. It's true that much has happened. I may be a little confused. Yes, what else? And the truth is... Oh, the music stopped. That's ominous. Unknown questions. Death? The soul? A hero? a god. And we girls should stick together. Valkyrie? She's beautiful, isn't she? A bit cold, though. Well, farewell. I mean, she is a bit cold. What are you saying? You can't believe that you and Lenneth could actually be together. Yes, yes. I like how he agrees. He's like, yeah, no. Well, it's okay. There's nothing to hide. The known facts. Her true name. The task given to her and her existence. Like a human to reincarnate after death. Like a god to live forever. Like an undead to be free from the wheel of time. Valkyrie sleeps in the form of a human. When needed, she returns as a goddess, and then she sleeps again. Frey, should you really be spilling all of this knowledge on us? The form of a human? That's right, but I don't think you're allowed to know that. Lenneth, she has no memory, you know. Lucian's like, what? No memory. That's right. I always try to get her to talk about her human life, but it seems that my sister Freya has sealed off her memories. Sealed her memory? Her human memory? Her duty as a Valkyrie's primary. If her human memory remained, it would only be an obstacle to that. Oh, I think I said too much. Yeah.
I just want to forget it all.
Lucian, what is it? No, it's nothing. How can I give her back her memories? It's impossible. It was Freya herself who sealed off her memory. The only ones who could break the seal are Freya or Lord Odin. You have spoken too much, have you not, Frey? Besides, didn't Lady Freya call for you to come? Platina is really Valkyrie? Isn't there a way to return her memory? Is there something else you want from me? Lucian's like, leave me alone. Although it may be there is no direct solution, there is another way. Huh? But as you might expect, removing the seal from her memory is not an easy task. However, I believe that perhaps you can at least speak with Valkyrie if you wish. What will you do? One of my favorite rooms right here. I love this room. I wish you could explore this room, but you can't. You can only see it in this one cutscene. Lord Odin is able to contact Valkyrie on a regular basis. Do you know how it is done? Lord Odin uses the water mirror to communicate with her. You can explore this room in Valkyrie Profile 2, and it's such a beautiful room in that game. So you mean, if I use the water mirror, I can contact Valkyrie? Exactly. But, will I be forgiven for such a thing? I couldn't really care less. But if you think about it, you can't really believe anyone would punish you for something like using a little mirror. Lucian's like, alright. What is that? Is that the dragon orb? Oh my gosh. Is this it? It looks like a death cannon or something. What do I do? Close your eyes and concentrate. Think of her. That's all you have to do.
Valkyrie, do you hear me? It's me, Lucian. Valkyrie, do you hear me? Valkyrie.
What happened here? You think I will forgive you for taking such liberties?
I know you won't, but...
Lucian, what is this?
I'm going to send you one of these earrings, and I want you to take it. But the other one is hidden somewhere else.
What do you mean? That's why you used the water mirror?
It wasn't really the earring that I wanted to give you. But I thought if you accepted it, maybe... No. I know that you'll figure out where the other earring is.
How will I? You dare to order me to go treasure hunting? You're a fool. Now that you have done this, have you any idea of the repercussions? This was unforgivable!
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Have you finished your goodbyes? Leave me alone. I cannot do that. Huh? That form, Loki. You should have no regrets, and I am satisfied now that the Dragon Orb is mine. But the blame for stealing it shall have to fall on your shoulders, Lucian. What? And the best part is that I shall be the hero for killing you. Forget about it. I'll never let it happen like that. I'm not ready to die just yet. Wow, look at Lucian blocking Loki's attacks like a champ. I wish it was that easy to block. Okay, why are we all the way in the corner? Okay, when that cutscene plays, we can go straight to the final boss. Like, we can go straight to the end of the game. So we don't have to do any more dungeons or get any more Einherjar. But this is a 100% playthrough, so I will get every Einherjar and I will do all the dungeons nonetheless. I vaguely remember questioning why Lucian didn't pass the earring on.
I wonder if I'll ever get to pass this earring on.
I wonder if I'll ever get to pass this earring on. Wait a minute, why doesn't... You know what, never mind. And I finally caught it. It's because back when he was on Midgard, he didn't think there was any reason to give it to Valkyrie specifically. And it wasn't until he talked to Freya that he knew he should give it to Lenneth. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Thank you so much for watching, Dark Warriors. Okay, so this boss fight does a lot of damage if you don't use the Holy Water of Mithra. So we're gonna go into the Divine Item menu, and we're gonna make charge breaks. I would recommend 5 charge breaks. We're gonna go to Mystina, we're gonna give her the Holy Wand Adventia, because that's the only wand besides the Unicorn's Horn at the moment that does not break. So Holy Wand Adventia, and then we're gonna give Lorenta the Unicorn's Horn in turn. And then we're gonna go to Mystina, and we're gonna give her Sacred Javelin as default, This is because the Wraith has a really wide hitbox, so all 5 hits of Sacred Javelin can hit, doing really, really good damage there. Okay, now the plan is to do as much magic damage as possible. So we're gonna charge up our magic, and then we're gonna be using these charge breaks. Okay, that's lucky. He used the weak attack first, and then... Okay, this boss fight is gonna take me some focus, so spell reinforce. There we go. Mystina and Lorenta are charged up now. We're gonna go to items. Okay, gonna use some of these charge breaks here. Okay, just like that. Now Mystina can be used, and then we're gonna end the turn. Okay. Gravity Blessing. This is going to kill everybody in one hit. Even though we have the best armor you can have at the moment, and our health value is really high because of Bracelets of Zoe's, that's still going to kill everybody in one hit. There we go. Okay. We are going to end the round again, because Valkyrie cannot attack, and we need her to help us charge up our mage's special attacks. So we're going to end the turn. Okay. We are primed. This is actually really good RNG. Usually he does nothing but attacks that kill everybody in one hit every time. But he did 2 attacks so far that both only hit one character. Alright, let's go. Alright, Valkyrie, go. And then Arngrim. And then Mystina. And then Lorenta. Okay, there. Okay, Arngrim, go!
I grow tired of you.
You do a lot of damage. Okay, just like that. And now Mystina's gonna do stupid damage.
You freaks have no reason to exist.
A lot of the hits missed there. That's a shame. Now we have a Holy Cross special attack that's charged with 40 hits, and it's also the 4th special attack in the sequence. So this is going to do stupid damage. Look at all of that damage. Come on. Aww. Oh, that's a shame. Don't kill everybody. Don't kill everybody. Okay, good. Good. He's only doing an attack right now that can only hit one character. That's good. He could have totally done Gravity Blessing there and killed everybody. Okay. There we go. I might be able to decipher those words if the music wasn't so loud. Okay, there is that boss fight. One of the toughest. Before I leave this dungeon, I just want to show off something pretty cool you can do in this room when the door is pushed all the way to the right. So when you slide off these stairs here, you can jump and then you get a lot of speed in the water. So, whoa, look at that. That's really fun to do. Yep, that's all. That's all I wanted to show.